Hello, it's Ruby and today I'm going to be vlogging. It's been such a long time since I vlogged. It feels like it's been like over a month since I've done one of these. I thought I'd just take you along my day to day. I have recently started watching Gilmore Girls for the first time ever. People have been recommending it to me since I started my channel, literally for about like 6 years. People have been saying you have to watch Gilmore Girls. And I just never did because I'm not the biggest TV person. I don't tend to watch that much television. But I started watching it the other day and I've been watching an episode every night since. And it's just the perfect thing to watch in autumn and I really like it. I don't really know Gilmore Girls that well. And I definitely don't know enough to film a video kind of living in that aesthetic for a day. But I'm still going to try. So today I'm going to channel my inner Rory and Lorelai. So it's currently 8 o'clock and I'm just doing my morning routine at the moment. I want to start a new philosophy book. So I want to find a new philosophy book to start. Oh, I'm pretty sure my philosophy books are behind here. I mean, I could go for a C.S. Lewis. I could also go for this one, The Secular Conscience, which is theology, but I really want to read that. Or we could go for The Outsider by Camus. I think I want to go for Noam Chomsky. Read some language philosophy, but I don't know where my copy has gone. Okay, well, I'm gonna start this one instead. I try to read philosophy every morning, and Albert Camus is one of the big existentialist philosophers. The Outsider is a work of fiction, but it is embedded with his philosophy. It's about a man who is highly detached from the world that he is observing. And after committing a crime, he is arrested, and we see the court proceedings occurring through this very detached lens, which allows him to pass criticism on the way that society works. It's a very interesting book, and I would recommend it. I also try to read the Bible for 10 minutes every morning, and I just annotate it as I'm going along, so that's what I'm doing here. And next, I wrote 2 letters to some friends. I've been learning how to animate with Procreate, and so I spent like 45 minutes this morning just learning a bit more. I was doing it last night and I made a few more animations. They're not very good, but I'm hoping to get better. And I also just wrote 2 letters. Now I'm going to write an updated synopsis for the middle grade book that I've been working on and kind of change around some of the plot to improve pacing. So my literary agent has asked for this and I said I'd send it over by Friday. But first I'm gonna get some coffee. I actually fancy tea, I really want some tea, but I'm living in Gilmore Girls inspired day to day, and so obviously I have to have coffee. I do not like black coffee and I know that that's what they have. So I'm not gonna go that far. I just can't stand it. I only recently got into coffee and that's just a step too far. This really needs a polish, but it still does the job. So these pods are all compostable too, which is great. Alright, that took a little longer than I expected it to, but I'm happy with how the synopsis is looking. There is a little bit of work I still want to do on it. One particular section I don't think is right yet, but it's in a good enough place that I could send it over on Friday, but I'm going to look over it again tomorrow as well. Anyway, I'm now going to go and get some lunch and then get to doing some autumnal things in the afternoon. I can't believe I'm only just taking it off the first thing on this list. It's my mum's birthday this week and her present has just arrived. It's a mini Roberts radio that you can also use as a speaker and which is portable, so she can put it in her room or down in the garden or something. I actually think I'll wrap up my mum's presents today as well. mum's presents. The next thing I'm going to do is sort out my wardrobe and just swap out my summer things for my autumn things. And we're actually going away, so I'm gonna pack for that holiday whilst I'm going through as well. So I'll just like make a pile of everything at the bottom. Everything in here, this basket is summer stuff, and everything in here is summer stuff, and this is all summer stuff too. And most of my autumn stuff is already here, so my wardrobe should be a lot cleaner after I've done this. I have a lot of clothes, I know it's really, really bad, and I know I should get rid of some of them, but I do not like getting rid of things, and you can probably tell that from my wardrobe. I've got lots of things I have had since I was a child. So I have this box in the loft where I put my out of season clothes, and so I just transferred my summer clothes into this. I've got changed, as you can see, because I was getting a bit hot in the other thing. And I've got myself my second coffee of the day. But this one is iced because I do prefer iced coffee. So my mum and I are now going to go out to a gallery, a local gallery. And I said this morning about having like a semi-Gilmore Girls inspired day. And this wasn't planned especially or anything. Just my mum and I were going to do this anyway. And I do tend to spend a lot of time with my mum. I honestly have not been very productive or like getting that much done or felt that motivated this afternoon. And so I think it'll be good to get out of the house, and then when I get back, feel refreshed again, because at the moment I'm just feeling quite foggy headed. I love a good art gallery and I haven't been to this one before, so hopefully it's good. This is really cute. The art gallery ended up being more of a shop gallery. It wasn't really what I was expecting, but it was still nice to look around, and I loved this painting of the ocean. Look at this. What's a new feast? So I've gone for this vegan apple and blackberry tart with some chocolate ice cream, and then we've both got coffees, again like Gilmore, and chocolate buttons. Nearly Christmas. We also went to the charity shop and I found this jumper, which really reminds me of the one that Rory wears in the first episode of Gilmore Girls, and so I'm going to be wearing this when I do some Rory Gilmore inspired outfits later in this video. And we also went to an antique shop. I love looking around antique shops. To be honest, I rarely buy anything in here, but it's almost like looking around a museum. Actual pumpkin patch, but as a reminder for next year. And in the evening I did two things. I did some writing and I also did some research. I tried to put time aside for just researching something which interested me every day because I want to keep on learning. Here we are on the next day, and I wanted to bring you into this really still, beautiful, crisp autumn morning. I think this will be the final day of this vlog. It's currently 9 o'clock and I woke up at 5 this morning, which is earlier than I usually wake up, but I'm so glad that I woke up at 5. I'm going for brunch in like 10 minutes with my friend Alexa, and I just had quite a lot to get done this morning, so I decided to wake up early so that I could go for brunch. And every time I wake up early, I'm so glad that I did. There's just something about mornings. I'm reading The Secret History at the moment, and there's this wonderful passage I read last night which just really encouraged me to wake up early this morning. It was something like everything is beautiful in morning light. There's something about morning light. It is so true. Kind of like sitting there, it was dark when I woke up, and watching the light come, watching it spread. I don't know, it's there's something quite humbling about it. Anyway, I'm going to go inside. I had 2 videos to edit this morning, and I'm just going to quickly finish editing the second one and then head out for brunch. Will I bring you with me? I don't know. I'll show you a picture of my breakfast, but I don't think I'll probably film when I'm there because I don't really like filming when I'm with friends. I like taking footage and then like keeping it for my own, like for memories. Oh, this morning's so nice. It's so cold. It's not frosty on the grass, but it's almost frosty. You look, it looks frosty from a distance. It's not actually frost, but the dew is more pronounced than it has been. Lola! Lola! Quiet! So now it's time to decorate my room for autumn. Next, I put this lamp into my room. I really love the yellow light that this gives off, and it makes my desk space very cozy. And I also made an autumn academia mood board for my desk. Oh, and on my computer screen, if you're wondering, this is one of the Harry Potter ambience rooms. I have been really loving putting these on in the background. So here is my extremely cozy bedroom for autumn. Here is my bed. I managed to find the sold out Asda bedding on eBay, and I am obsessed with it. It's so cozy. Then I've just threaded some fairy lights around my bed. I've also added this painting. I think it's a crow, but I always think of it as a raven. I can't actually decide whether I prefer this. No, I think this is best. So I've added my Coraline doll here. She's quite perfect to put on display in autumn. Then above my windows you can see I've got this Halloween bunting. I've got a mini pumpkin here. And then this is my desk, which I'm loving. I have been using ambient rooms quite a lot. Academic planner here. And then I've added this lamp, which used to be my mum's, but she wasn't using. So that's the bust, candlestick holder. There's this beautiful felt pumpkin on this side, also a pumpkin candle, and this, it used to be a quill holder, but that bit broke. And then here I've got this really cute pumpkin that I got on Etsy that says Pumpkin Productivity. This is the shop. And I also put together this mood board, which is just filled with really nice pictures and some sticky notes here as well. I just love how my room's looking at the moment. It's so cozy. Alright, so now I want to show you some outfits inspired by those that Rory Gilmore wears in the first episode of Gilmore Girls. I thought it might be quite fun to give you a quick book haul of some books I've recently picked up. I'm not going to talk about them too much because I don't want this video to turn into a fully fledged book haul, but here are some of the books that I've bought recently. I will just introduce them because I think it's sometimes a good way to get new book recommendations, even if I haven't read them and I can't recommend them. I'll quickly show you the ones that I got in Scotland because people were asking me to show the ones that I did pick up. First of all, I bought The Living Mountain by Nan Shepherd, which I have already read actually. It's very short though, as you can see. This is written in the Cairngorms Mountains, which we visited. One of her favourite things to do is ramble through the mountains, so she knows them very well, and each of the chapters is dedicated to a different aspect of the mountain. So there's the plateau, the mists, the snow, the people, and it just documents the experience of being there. Beautifully atmospheric, and if you like nature writing, this is a good one to try. Another nature writing one, because I really enjoy reading nature writing, is Native by Patrick Lowry, and this is actually set in the Lowlands. He's a farmer and it just documents his experience as a farmer over the course of a year, so it's a little bit like a diary. I picked up Bloomsbury by Quentin Bell, a biography of the Bloomsbury Group, and then the selected essays of Hilaire Belloc. Those four from Scotland. Then I picked this one up from a charity shop on a whim. I think it's YA, it might even be middle grade, I don't actually know. Next I bought this one, Jen Zad Explained the Art of Living in a Digital Age. It's a collection of essays. I got these ones from Hurlingham Books when I was shooting some content with Miss Patina. The Enchanted Isles by Herman Melville. The World's Masters Turner. It's basically this little art book of Turner's paintings, and this was only £1. It was on their outside section where they've got loads of books for £1, and I don't know, I just thought it's like having your own little mini gallery, and I think the book itself is very cute, and I do like Turner. Then I got The Hellfire Club by Daniel P. Mannix. It was the most infamous club the world has ever known. Its meetings were held in ruined abbeys and elaborately obscene caves. I don't know much about it at all, but I know that the activities that they did were very repellent, that it was very controversial. Next I got Three Men in a Boat by Jerome K. Jerome. I've wanted to read this for a while. I think I might wait till next summer to read it though, because it's more of a summer book. Then I found Selected Prose of T.S. Eliot. I've only ever read The Wasteland by him and some of his shorter poems, but I want to read more. I'd be interested to see what his prose is like. And I also found this. Oh my gosh, I was so excited to find this. It's Selected Essays and Poems of Oscar Wilde. I was actually looking at this on Etsy and I was tempted to buy it. It was £12 on Etsy, but it was £3 from Hurlingham Books, which is so reasonable. It's got loads in here. It's got De Profundis, which I read last year and I loved. I would recommend that. An extended, very long letter, which Oscar Wilde writes from prison. There's also The Decay of Lying, Soul of Man Under Socialism. Then next is another Oscar Wilde actually, The Canterville Ghost, which is a ghost story. Beautiful book as well. This one's from Daunt Books. Then I picked up this. It's a Lemony Snicket, secondhand, as you can tell from the barcode. It's Who Could That Be at This Hour? All the Wrong Questions. And I bought this just because I think Lemony Snicket is ingenious. He's my favourite children's writer, and even though they are children's books, I will read anything by him. He's so clever and an expert master when it comes to writing for children. I met up with Laura Medley the other day. You probably know her, and if you don't, you should watch her videos because she's so talented. But we went into Daunt Books again and I picked up A Vindication of the Rights of Women by Mary Wollstonecraft. Mary Shelley's mother, if you didn't know. I've been meaning to read this for ages, but I've never got around to it. It was so influential at the time, very controversial, and it's the kind of thing I know I need to read. And I just love the Penguin Books Great Ideas editions. I've slowly started collecting these, but there is my little book haul, and I think I'm probably going to end the video with that. Seems like quite a nice place to finish, so thank you for watching this video. I hope that you found it cozy and that it provided some autumn inspiration, and that you walk away with some ideas of things to do this autumn. So thank you for watching, and I hope that you have a productive week.